I think I've been lucky enough, as he said, to experience a lot with the national team. And right now it's again a transition period, according to me, because we have a new coach, a new setup, very new players, young talented players, and as I said, it takes time when a new mentality, a new system comes in, and this transition can take time, but it is a very crucial period for the team to learn what is required from them, and to make sure that we put it out on the pitch, because if as a team we perform with all the tactical awareness that is being provided, I think we can do well. So this period is very delicate but very important. From the previous one to the new one, we had a different system under Mr. Constantine, and we have a different one under Coach Stimac. And as a player, we have to be aware of that and make sure that we are capable of that transition. And for some players it can take time, for some players it doesn't. So as I said, it's a team game and it takes a collective effort to get things right. So it's important to test everything out in matches like these and make sure that we are ready for the big stage. I think every single person has their own system and whatever works for them, and different things work for Mr. Constantine, and different things might work for Coach Stimac. And they know their football, and they know which systems might work in the Asian level, and it's just about performing that and getting that right on the pitch. It's not about which system is right or wrong. It's about trying to do what is asked from the players, and that's what our job is, and we are making sure of it. It's pretty good, to be honest. I'm not new to this kind of football. Keeping the ball and trying to have possession and trying to play from the back, which is not new for me, because I've done that for BFC in the past 2 years now. So it's not very difficult. The only difference is that we have new players and young players, so we need to make sure that everyone knows what we are doing. I think young blood is always important, and the young players that have come through the system are very, very talented, and they are very technically able players, and they know how to play with the ball, which is very good. Something that I think players like us have missed in a young age, and to see that the new players are confident with the ball and try to play is a really good sight. So I hope the only way up for them is to learn more and lead us through the years to come. It was a very difficult one, but I was really excited. It was against Iran in Bangalore, and I was very, very lucky to get that game, because I had been waiting for that chance for almost 5 years before that, and that game changes your life totally. And once you get the taste of playing for the national team, you don't want to lose that. And that's what I've been trying to do, and I hope the new players are trying to do that too. Brilliant, yeah. I mean, having a new stadium in Ahmedabad and a new setup is amazing. We have a lot of connectivity now all over the nation. We are lucky to have that, and seeing fans turn up in the stadium is amazing. 7,000 fans, I guess, in the last game, which is a great number, and I hope they keep coming in numbers in the next games, and we'll try to do our best to please them. For sure. I mean, India is a big country, and to have connectivity is very important, because if you don't go to a certain place, you won't know if people love the game or not. So we have a good experience here. We know that people love the game and they come to watch the game. So, a commendable job by the federation to, have that kind of connectivity. So hopefully, we have that more in the coming years. I think we have done an analysis for the last game, and we've seen what we did good and what didn't go right as well. And the things which didn't go right against us were things which can be fixed. So it's nothing much of a worry for me as a player, and probably for my teammates as well. So I'm pretty sure that everyone is ready to learn, which is important. And as I said, make sure that this transition period goes quicker and they get stronger day by day. So we have grown a lot, to be honest. In the last 5 years especially, what I have seen personally is the young talent that we have, the players coming in from the under-16s, the under-15s. They are, technically able, more aware of the game, and they've got good coaching, which was something that lacked before. And I think the senior players as well, they have grown in mentality, I think, because of the way they have been coached in the last 5 years, thanks to, the ISL, what they have brought in India, and providing that platform for players to learn from, good players coming in from Europe or Asia. It's a big bonus. And it's just been 5 years, people have been doing it for 25, 30 years. So we are, on the right way. It's very, very important to make our talented players, the young players, to have that taste of, the higher level, the European football, or be it Asian football, any other league anywhere in Asia is also good. So it's important to go out of your comfort zone, because if you're in a comfort zone, you don't know what is out there, what is something that can make you better as a player. So I still believe one of the way forward for us as Indian football is to have players outside the country, because that's what 95% of the countries have been doing and are doing all across Asia and Europe. So, if we have more players going outside, it's good for us. Anyone, sir. Anyone who plays football. And if they are young, especially, under the age of 19, 18, it's better to go when you're younger. I wish I was 16, 17 when I, went outside, because I know it takes time. When you go outside, it takes time to adjust. It takes a lot of effort. So it's better to go as young as possible. We are lucky to have some few good goalkeepers coming in the system, and I've seen the likes of Dheeraj play. He's really good, and Prabsukun Gill, which BFC has signed. I'm really happy with that signing, and we have the likes of Gurpreet Singh, who has signed for Kerala. So all these keepers are players that I've seen doing things which I didn't do at their age. So it's really good to see that awareness that they have, the confidence that they have, with the ball, or, be it playing the match. I think we've had young players before as well. But the role that the young players now have in our team is very, very important, because the coach believes in having young and senior players together. And it's as a senior player, what I've learned from my senior players, the likes of Sunil Bhai, Subrata Bhai, is to lead by example and make sure you're trying to do the right thing, because that's how young people learn. They don't learn by someone talking to them, because they lose concentration. And it's important for players like me, Sandesh, Sunil Bhai, who's already doing it for years, to lead by example. this has been said for how many years, sir? I think even before coach said it, we all knew it. See, sir, if you compare with players playing outside of India, even if in Thailand or anything, players are playing around 40 to 50 games per year, and all across the calendar, which is good because you're not disconnected from the game. You have that match practice. You have that thing going on, that rhythm going on. So it's important to have that, and I understand that Indian football is going through a transition as well, that we have 2 different leagues. So it's difficult to just wake up one day and be like, okay, we're gonna have 50 games. So I'm pretty sure that people are working on it, and it's something that will be fixed, because that's the intent of the people who are organizing it.